Welcome to this NYDP instructional video on how to spot guns, specifically the kind you as officers may encounter on the street. Police officers in America have recently come under fire for not being able to correctly identify guns. However, gun spotting is an important and difficult skill, the kind of skill that upstanding officers of the law have to use every day. This video will give you an introduction to gun spotting to help you better protect the people. So, let's get started. This first gun is a fairly light model with a very short range. It is most often favoured by African Americans and is usually concealed in the suspect's pockets. We've recently found that if you look inside the cartridge, you'll find that the perpetrator has stashed money and pictures of family members inside. We're not yet sure why this is, but there is currently an FBI investigation into whether this is some sort of gang ritual. This model is often pulled on police officers at petrol stations and supermarkets, so please stay vigilant. This is a very dangerous model and you should immediately shoot on sight. Another lightweight, short-range model, this weapon is one of the most commonly encountered on the street. They are believed to be mass-produced in China and sold to Americans for far more than they are worth. There also appears to be a new model of this weapon available every 6 months, though forensic investigators are unable to find any meaningful differences between the newer and older versions. As well as having a high firing rate, this firearm has also been found to contain messages from a gang kingpin known only by the moniker Mom. FBI are investigating this as well. While this has never actually been fired at a police officer, we still believe this to be a very dangerous weapon, so you should immediately shoot on sight. This is a rarer model, often holstered by healthier criminals who are further up in the gang hierarchy. The ammo in this weapon is extremely limited, but is still lightweight and can be fired quickly. Forensic investigations have found that this weapon contains higher levels of potassium than most firearms, which we think may be a gang attempt to make this weapon double as an improvised explosive device. This makes it an exceptionally dangerous firearm, and all officers are advised to shoot on sight. Finally, it is worth pointing out that sometimes what may look like a real gun, or at least very similar to some of the firearms we've looked at today, may not actually be a real weapon, as toy guns and fake models are very widely distributed. For example, when seeing this, you may at first think that this gun is real, but in fact it's just a very good fake. This, on the other hand, is the real thing. If you compare the two, you'll notice the differences. On this one, you'll notice that the stock is too short for this kind of gun, and that there's less of a curve on the ammo chamber. Whereas on the real thing, you'll see the full 880mm stock and the wooden finish on the barrel. You can also see telltale signs on this picture that the suspect is brandishing the gun in an aggressive manner. This makes the suspect very dangerous and you should shoot on sight. Thank you for watching this instructional video. You are now all qualified NYDP officers. Tune in next week to see our instructional video on how to gently calm down riot protesters. Goodbye.